reschedule?
Sure.
Stupid.
Am I? Big. And merge.
I am standing on the edge of the beautiful North Sea, which is part of the Atlantic Ocean. And it was on this very ocean that one of the most moving, uplifting songs of all time was written. The author of this song, Horatio Gates Spafford, was an American citizen.
Det var rart. So please check that you have at least 20 mm of free space. Altså at ja, altså det var Nøkkelstrøm. Det er rart. Dette er for direktesending. Direktesending. Kan du begynne å sende oss videostrømmen da? YouTube agreement to spiritual agreement brings from mental agreement to spiritual agreement. Det er altså for direktesending en nettadresse. Ja, den hadde den her da. Ja. GPU da. Ja, det trenger ja, jeg vet ikke hvordan jeg skal få dette her, altså. Her er bare en, ja, scene 2. Ja, det er mulig. Ja, det går gjennom en sånn det er kanskje litt jeg kan sende direkte administrere strøm nå. Ja, jeg må gi meg. Ja, binder hverandre. Ja, tulletøys. Ja, takk. Til meg. Ja, men få det til, altså. Vær så snill. Endelig. Det går an. Jeg gikk det, men det er den gamle versjonen. Gå til kontrollrommet for direktesendinger. Ok, da tester jeg dette her. I'm testing out my software. And it is working. Yeah. There. Agreement distributor. Yeah. Right. Testing. Tidligere brukar. To spiritual agreement brings the mental to spiritual. Moving higher from mental agreement to spiritual agreement brings the total victory. That's true. Ja. Ja, altså subject. Mental agreement, that doesn't work, we must have spiritual agreement. That is needed, for achieving, unlimited great spiritual victories that will become manifested in the physical. I'm sorry that I'm so tired now, but this is a testing that I have tried to do. It seems that it is working. And yeah, just here and then here. Ender. I don't know. Hvordan skal ja. Ja, det har ment på det. Sånn. Jeg går til kontrollagressendinger. Miniatyrbildet er oppdatert. Ok. Send direkte. Da har strømningen start enkoden din. For å starte strømningen, start enkoderen. Ja, men den har jeg startet. Gå til kontrollrommet. Sendingsstatus. Bra, seerne dine er fornøyde. Kan oppleve mindre problemer. Dårlig, sier jeg. Ja. Det er bra. Det er en god strøm nå. Det er en god strøm nå. Det er da kontrollene for rettssending, og ikke da gjør jeg det. Nei. Nei, det gir jeg ikke. Sånn, du spiller videoen. Å nei, der ja.
In this video, I'll show you how to set up and manage live streams in YouTube's live control.
Det var rart. Se, altså. Nei, ok. Det er noen. Ja, nei, det er godt. Skal vi se. Strømmelderversjon, den har jeg tatt. Men jeg tok, og den virket. Så nå er jeg da tester jeg som jeg kan få finne denne linken. Der har vi det. Se på videosiden. Sånn, ja. Yeah, it's working. Wow. Yeah, it's working. Wow. Yeah, it's working. Oh shit. Echo. Vänta. Okay, I'm turning down the echo. I'm sure you can hear me, but I don't hear myself. Through the video, I hear myself speaking, but not through the video, because it is creating interference if I have my own computer volume on. That's good. It's actually a very, very good quality. Okay, it's explaining. I'm explaining new revelations. He says that I says that what he brings of truth on the spiritual area will create revival is unlimited greater than the science of atoms and neutrons. New revelation. He says that he brings what he brings of truth on the spiritual area. Okay, I have to redigere. What he brings of truth on the spiritual area. Is unlimited greater than the science of atoms and neutrons. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it is, of course. The thing here is that, you know, when people shall agree in prayer, as the Word of God says, you know, in the Bible, they have to, you know, agree, you know, I mean, there must be a heart agreement, you know, heart to heart, you know. I believe that it must be a heart to heart agreement, not just a mentally. So both persons have to agree, and then they, you know, have to, you know, God doesn't just, you know, God doesn't listen to brains, you know, he listens to spirits. And then if God shall see a spirit, the spirit has to be alive, with other words, born again. So when you come before the Almighty, you have to be born again, else He will not even listen to you. So agreement must be between two spiritually reborn, you know, persons, Christians that has been born again in the Spirit. They must be born again, else they will not get their prayer answered. They will not have any effect on coming together and agreeing, unless they have got reborn spirits, you know. Unless their spirit is reborn, they cannot receive anything in agreement, in prayer to God Almighty. That's how it is. Amen. Sluttstempel. Ja. Så denne fungerer nå. Kom igjen. Ja, den fungerer faktisk. Det er rett og slett det den gjør, den fungerer. Rett og slett fungerer. Great. So to agree claims if two persons should get what they agree on, they have to be spiritually alive. They have to be born again, because else it doesn't work, because God doesn't see a spirit, doesn't hear a spirit that is not born again. You see, so they have to be born again to be able to get what they agree on in prayer. Amen. Thank God, that He shows us these things. Christians that is just coming together and they are not born again, it doesn't work. They will not get what they are asking for if they're not are born again. That's why we also have seen a lot of churches in the Western world, a lot of churches around the cities, all around the cities, but they don't manage to get the city into revival. Very few times, not often, but when they don't get it into the revival, it is because the agreement in prayers are not working. Those agreements between believers they are not working. That's the reason, because else they would have got revival. So there must be a mental connection, not a spiritual connection. That must be the reason for God not to give them what they ask for. Amen. Ja. Ja, jeg har faktisk fått det til. Å streame altså direkte til YouTube via X. Via X-bit. Faktisk så gjør jeg det. Brukte det gamle. Merkelig. Det andre funka ikke, men den skal jo fungere. I'm just checking here some technical things with det var rett og slett source, og så Og så har jeg selvfølgelig lys også. Men den virker i hvert fall. Den virker. Tools. Share my stream. Video editor. Express. Plugin store my plugins permissions. Execute custom. Ja. Execute customer. Okay. Ja, men da har jeg fått prøvd denne softwaren, og så sagt litt om dette med at 2 personer må være født på ny for å kunne bli hørt av Gud i samstemt bønn. Amen. Gud velsigne dere, og så takk for nå. New tech. That's Jimmy. Recording is currently active. Are you sure you want to log off?